Salem family. We wanted to sit down here for a roundtable discussion at a rectangle table, just to talk for a few moments about the Pursuit videos, a tool that we have been producing for several months now, just to allow our church to be able to grow. And you may have recognized Pastor Rick and Pastor Harper from those videos. We're just going to sit and talk about the Pursuit videos for just a couple moments. And I'll start, Harper, with you. Would you explain what these videos are?
Yeah, so right after the sermon, we produce these and basically take kind of what you're talking about in your sermon and kind of deep dive into it. We try to focus on the application of what you've talked about, how it applies to our life, and really in about 15 minutes or so, give the people some good questions that they can talk about with their families, with other people around them. Maybe they're in a small group, or maybe they're at home by themselves, but somebody that they can kind of contact and reach out to and be thinking about and further kind of deeper apply what we learned together on a Sunday morning.
Yeah. One of the things that I appreciate the most about these videos is just very simply that that I can go back, and even though I preach the sermon, and I know that I developed that sermon and oftentimes edited a whole bunch out, I know that there's more application that's coming after what I actually preached. And so, Rick, that kind of leads me to this next question. Why do we do this, and what's the big purpose behind the Pursuit videos?
Well, exactly like what you said a minute ago, Pastor Kivett, that no matter how good a sermon is, 20 to 30 minutes doesn't give us proper time to really get into it. We can interpret the text in 20 to 30 minutes, but the application needs a lot more time. And so what we try to do is connect that disconnect that's often seen from the pulpit to the pew. And so what we do in the Pursuit videos is we take the sermon into that application stage. We're asking questions about, how does this affect me as a husband, a wife, a father, mother, a minister, a servant? How does that affect here? So we take from the interpretation that you give us during the sermon, and we try to we land the plane into the people's lives.
Yeah. One of the things I also appreciate is that there's not just one format that these videos are used for. They can be used for a variety of formats. So Harper, would you speak to that just a little bit about, okay, how do we actually use these videos? How do we use this tool? How can people at home use this tool?
Yeah, so really the neat thing about this is we kind of almost lead a small group discussion for people. So if you're uncomfortable with kind of asking some of these questions or something and leading a small group yourself, you're able to just lead a small group by pressing one button. Mm-hmm. So if you're able to play and pause, that's good. So you can have a small group with other people. Something else this allows for is, if some people would rather do this during an afternoon, they're able to do this at their own time and get that group together. So there's that small group aspect. There's also the family aspect of being able to do this together midweek, kind of recapping with your kids kind of what we talked about in the service. But then also, again, like we talked about, we've had this technology to be able to reach out to people, video chat or call or text even, and just kind of keep conversation going with other people, even though it may not be face-to-face. With technology, we're able to keep the conversation going. And so there are multiple ways you can still use this and apply it and interact with other people so everyone's on the same page and kind of reminding themselves of what we've learned together.
Well, there's some people who would like to be a part of a small group of people, and this is a way that they can utilize just a kind of a discussion time, and this is how it can be led. Some people who just in the quietness of their own home. I know we have some folks who are single. Maybe their spouse has passed away, or maybe they've never married, but they say that this is a great way for them to actually sit down and work through this video, work through the questions each week to be discipled and to grow. And also, family devotions. This is fantastic for family devotions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well. Mm-hmm. So that's good. And there's two ways that people can receive these videos each week. And the first one is through the Monday email, the Pursuit email that goes out to the whole church. And the second way is through our YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, so you can find us on YouTube if you search Salem Baptist Church, Winston-Salem. And you can subscribe. You can go just find them there each week, and pretty easy to access.
Yeah, awesome. Good. Well, thank you for joining us for this roundtable discussion at the Square Table. And we hope that you are able to take the tool of the Pursuit videos that we are putting together, and you're able to utilize those in your life and grow. And in church, we are thankful for the opportunity to minister in this way and to put this tool in your